Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. None of this is financial advice. We're just looking at charts. Not going to go over any news or anything. It's the weekend, so not really expecting a whole lot, but we did notice a break. There was a slight break of structure. We broke this point right here at 42,450 on the hour. So just real quick, let's take a zoom out real quick and see what we have. So on the week, we kind of been dancing back and forth right here. Still bearish, but really this spike on the bottom, or this rejection on the bottom, seems a little bit greater than this. So the wick ends up being greater than the body, then I would consider that, just depending on where it is. If it's a little red left, then I would consider that more bullish. But really, to get a closer idea, I'm going to need to zoom in on the charts. So let's go to the daily time frame and take a look. So you can see here, we're kind of forming this triangle. We have like a supporting trend right here. It's the daily. Yesterday we ended bearish. So we kind of have this triangle shape. Go to the 4 hour. See it zoomed out a little bit. So here we are, same shape. So these are the levels that I'm looking at right here. This is the top of the channel that we were looking at on the weekly. If you saw the video posted yesterday, we marked out this channel right here on the weekly. What looks to be a channel. When we went over, you know, just to me, this looks like consolidation because we're seeing a good mix of red and green as we're going. Where when we have this, if we have a large impulse like this, and this could be what's happening here, just depends if we break out of this resistance trend. You can see it served resistance all the way across. So if we break this, also close above the week on these candles here, and up above this, we may not come down and retrace and come back down to 32. But it wouldn't take a more intraday perspective, but just kind of keep it in mind. Hey, we are at a resistance trend and we are at the top of this resistance. So you see price was rejected heavily here in the past. Price stopped here, here, and here. So it was going straight up. Market was going straight up. And right where we are here, this is where we had a pullback. So this is significant. This is a significant point. Also, this is where we fell down right here at 46,728 on the weekly. So going to be keeping an eye on these levels as the week comes to a close. We're 1 day and 7 hours away from a close on the week. So we're starting to see our triangle shape here. We've covered. Let's go to the, so on the day, we'll be looking for a daily close above 43,000 to be bullish. And then on the 4 hour, start to see more clearly these levels that we're watching right here. So we're looking at the 44 at the top, 44,579 for a close on the hour, 4 hour. You'll be able to see the tops of these candles when we go to the hour. So we also broke the structure on, and this is the point that I'm looking at right here. So this level held at 42,469. This level held. We had a big, strong rejection, and this is where we came back to. Didn't get engulfing, bullish engulfing. So we've been going back and forth to the downside. Be looking at this level. So these are 4 hours. So you get 4 hour close. Got this guy here. Towards the bottom, be looking at these levels. So 40,678 and 41,864. Just to, kind of see there's liquidity all around here. And especially up here, I think there's a lot of people shorting. This is an equidistant triangle we were forming, and the previous trend was bullish. So it's gonna be interesting to see which way we break out. Are we gonna come down and take this liquidity out and then move up? You know, we're just got to wait and see. Let's take a closer look at the 1 hour. Here's the top of our channel that we were looking at on the weekly. So if we were to go straight up, for instance, right here, then 45,000, if we break into 45,500, so 40, we were to say just like shoot up around about 45,268. So break up to 45,500, 46 basically. Then we know we would be clear of that channel. So I'd be looking for a retest to this channel or this top right here, this high. Let's zoom in a little closer. You see these levels up here on the hour. These are going to be the same right here. But we're coming hard down, boom, stopped right here. We can see that wick now a little bit closer on the hour here. So the reason why I wanted to get on, I was going to look at the charts anyways and figure just get on it, hit the record button, because there's a chance we could see something. There's a chance we might not. We could come down and clear anybody, or not anybody. A lot of people going on there. There's liquidity down here. So we were to come out, take out these lows, maybe even these lows here. We're to shoot down. Maybe go up. Zoom out a little more. Go full screen. We can see something like this. Something like that. We went even further and took out some of this liquidity down here. That will put us down to around. So if we went back down to test the 35 basically down here, you know, it's definitely possible. There's a lot of people long right now. So, you know, sure, there's a lot of people going short too, ready for selling. So whether we come down here and wipe out or go up, or if we experience some kind of event and like a surprise event, it's a black swan event, and we see a clear, like a bigger drop. But mainly for the near term, looking for liquidation to be bullish out here to wipe out these lows and then maybe come out here and be looking for a retest here. So we'll just have to see how the week unfolds. But you know, it's looking bullish, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a drop here to go back and test 35. But for the hour for intraday, mainly what we're looking at. So be looking for, if we break down, then be looking for some of these lows to be taken out. Maybe even here at 42. So we had shot down to 41.6. Reason why I wanted to get on now and wanted to look at the markets now, because we did have a break on the hour. Long term, this really doesn't mean much, but you never know when this is going to, to mark a, a bullish breakout or continuation or a sell off. A lot of times you'll see this happen in the crypto market and you'll see a break. So we broke this structure point here. And mark this on the hour, but right here. So we had a close, an hourly close above 42,469. We closed at 42,566. So we're pushing that 42,500 mark. You see the last hour. So we retested structure right here. Boom, hit it right on the dot right here. You see, we retested that level since we did break past it. We broke past it and we respected this supporting trend also. So we also have this supporting trend. That's another one of the reasons why this, kind of caught my attention, because it was kind of looking like, let me show you. So I was looking at it like this as possible bearish continuation. So it's kind of resembling a bear flag to me, but because the close was up above this resistance trend right here. And it had a nice flat top, almost no wick. But again, sometimes you'll see this mark the top of a, a drop. It's not as common. This is more bullish that there's no wick. This right here is obviously showing there was indecision. So the candle, the hour closed right where it opened. We have 52 minutes left on the hour, so we're just getting started. We have a little retracement right now. Let's get out. So I was looking at it like this. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but this caught my interest right here just because we broke this line, the spot here, and we retraced, got rejection. Then we also got rejection up here at around 42,683. So just got to see how this turns out. But I was going to take a look real fast to see what is low right now, because there are still some projects that hadn't taken off yet. So I was going to go through real quick on a large time frame and just go through some of these and see what's still relatively low. So as you can see, we've come up quite a ways on Bitcoin. Let me take these off. So we come up quite a ways, obviously, on Bitcoin, from down to 15 up to 42 up to 45. So we've already 3x'd 3 times. So let's take a look. XRP, the reason why a lot of people are still find this attractive, investors find this attractive, because this last year we didn't get for XRP. And I was just looking at this earlier, so may as well pull it up. I had it all marked up. So on the call, we saw this possible ascending channel, and I'm still keeping this in mind too, overall, that this is there. So don't be dumb to downside potential, plan for it instead. So, and if it doesn't come down to hit your mark, then, at least you were prepared. But when you're not prepared, that's when, be more prone to not be ready and see this as. So if we did see it drop down in this rising consolidation here, and we did drop, and I wasn't ready to buy at 9 cents or up here, wherever that was, I think it was at 9 cents, but and I wasn't prepared, then that would suck, because who wouldn't want to get a hold of some XRP for 9 cents again? Or even 30 cents or 20 cents. I mean, you're talking about paying at 30 cents, you're talking about paying half the price. So these pennies add up really fast. People are like, oh, it's still under $1. It's like, well, you didn't realize at 30 cents, if you got in at 30 cents down here during this accumulation, you're getting it half off. So you're getting twice the purchasing power. Even though it's still under $1, I mean, you're still getting twice of what it is now. So when talk about doing a possible drop, I'm seeing that as that would be like the best case scenario, not something that, would be horrible or anything. Like the opposite. Everyone always wants the market to go up. I'm looking for it to go down, and I'm ready for it to go down. We're ready for it to go down. If it doesn't go down, then, great. We're ready to go up too, but being ready for this through social media, you'll see a lot of people, really bring in like FUD, try to get people to FOMO in, being really enthusiastic and full of energy and stuff like that. That's the last thing that you want to be doing. That's the last way that you want to be when you're looking at this stuff. You want to be cool, calm, disciplined in your mind and in your emotions when you're looking at this stuff, and be ready for any scenario, because that's, if you're really excited when this goes up and it shoots down, then you're going to be, crapping your pants, wishing that you had some control over your emotions, making decisions in your emotions when you're not ready for stuff like that, and you get scared, then, that can be really destructive, not just financially, but, mentally, emotionally. So anyways, I was looking at these previous breaks of these triangles here. This is a common outlook for XRP. So figure we cover this real quick. So we went up over 105. We went up over 105,000% right here. So looking at it like this is when the lawsuit happened right here. It was Monday, December 20th, boom, shot down. So what people were expecting and why this is looking attractive to investors is because we never got this repeat right here. Whoops. We never got that parabolic move back up because the lawsuit. So we start off the bull run pretty good. And then, right here, I remember when this happened and it boom, slammed down. Everyone was pissed. A lot of people still are. A lot of people have gotten out, but this is more money. This is more time to accumulate. I'm sure it will be resolved sooner or later. But let's move on to the next. I just wanted to point this out. So we have broken out of this structure again. So previously we've broken out and gone up every time that we've broken out. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm not ruling this out. So if we did come up XRP, then that would put us out of the way. Put us around 214 relatively. $214. This happened in a year. This over is a little bit, kind of got off a little bit. I was just going off this spike down at the bottom. So this is obvious liquidation sweep. It's like we were talking about Bitcoin a while ago. At the beginning of the video, we were looking at those lows saying we should wipe those lows out first. So a lot of times when you wipe out those lows like this, you get moves like this, because they just filled their pockets, and they're ready to go. So looking for a move like that. But 226, somewhere around there. $200, let's just say $200 XRP. Once the case is resolved, and this is another thing, a lot of people are saying that the case is over and everything. The case is not anywhere near over. I mean, it's near over. I guess it's like halfway over, but who knows? It could be finished in a week or a year, 2 weeks, 2 years. You don't know. So, I think it just comes down to being diversified, not just holding on to XRP, because you're gonna probably be really disappointed, or there's a chance you'd be really disappointed if you're not really, again, not financial advice. I'm just saying, you know. So XLM, we are just gonna do some measuring from where we are now to the all-time highs. So with XLM, we are, let's see, XLM from this point to the all-time high. I'm just gonna go to the all-time high on a few of these. We're 549% relatively. On Cardano, we saw Cardano blast off, and we have an open signal on this. Let me just take these off real fast. But, well, actually, let me measure this real quick. Just kind of get an idea where we are. So we took off from 39 cents and boom, we bumped up to over 60 cents within 1 week, this candle right here. So big, strong week. We still have a gap right here. Fair value gap below the support. Keep an eye on that. Let's go to the hour real fast. Actually, let me measure this real quick. Oh, let's see. Get my charts mixed up. So this dotted line right here, that's where our take profit is. Entering after a rally like this, not really, the best. But we're 358% away. Let's take a look at the hour real quick. See how the signal's going. We'll go over a few of these, and then I'll drop the rest of them in the group. If you're not in the group and you want to be in the group where we're giving out free signals, market reviews like this, you'll get them. But the thing is, on a Facebook page, and one of the reasons why we did this is because it's a beta group, is because on a Facebook page, people don't get notifications or anything like that. Like, you're rarely going to get a notification from following a Facebook page. So we made a group so that you would get a notification on the group, and you would more than likely have a lot better chance of seeing whatever the post or updates are when you're inside the group. So if you want to get in the group, just check the comments. There's a few questions, just fill out the questions, and then, welcome everybody. But so we are stopping here. It looks like on Cardano, we have made it up past the halfway point where we have our first target, move stop loss to break even. So got a good pump up. Hasn't quite made it yet. We're gonna see what happens here. Let's go on and check a couple more. I think I wanted to look at was Lunic because I was looking at Lunic. We've been looking at Lunic. It's got a nice long. This is one of our signals we had in here. So we had it in right here. So it still wouldn't hit SL. We actually got in down here. Have it down here. Yeah, not saying to buy anything. You know, we're working numbers, counting on losses. Here's our descending channel wedge right here. False breakout, drop. So, and we took out these lows. Another one of the reasons why I'm thinking, you know, could make a good entry. But really holding off on taking anything else until we see Bitcoin break one way or another. Or if we see something that's attractive in the fundamentals on something, you know, again, right here, this is kind of bearish. This big spike up here on Lunic. That's on the weekly. So, you know, 4 hour. This is what I was looking at here. It's long downward consolidation. So, and we had a breakout here. Came out, wiped out those lows. Here's those lows on a higher time frame. So looking out real quick, see how far away we are from the top here. It's like we nearly got to the top here. 250%. Sand was one I was wanting to check out and look at. So I'm gonna flip through these pretty fast. Just gonna kind of get it measuring real quick and move on. But this is a nice inverse head and shoulders. Pretty nice inverse head and shoulders. So we've broken out of the triangle here. You see we've been looking at this previously. This one has not gone up. Well, I mean, I say it hasn't gone up. I mean, compared to some of the other projects. So from this point, we were looking at it previously. And so this is looking good. We had a nice strong close on the week last week for Sandbox to break us out of this pattern, this structure. So this would be an accumulation, a possible accumulation phase here. And we had this candle right here, this guy pop up. And so also we're 1,400% down still. And from the current price, a little more. So that's pretty attractive here. I don't know if there's anything wrong with this. You know, it's just looking at spreading diversification. So we broke here, came down, wiped out some more. Here. So we have a breakout here. Here's our inverse head and shoulders. If you've been in the group and following along or following on the page, then you know this is something that we've been looking at. It's a prominent setup throughout the crypto market. How prominent? That's what we're testing to see. So again, here's your shoulder, head, breakout, possible continuation here on sand. So for Sandbox, for a long position here on a daily time frame. So again, this isn't something that would be like considered intraday, but I would go below the spike. We've been doing at a 1.1 to 1.4. I don't know why this doesn't look right. Let's see, remove. Okay. Reading it just doesn't look right. Let's see. I'm not gonna fumble with it too long. Had that happen before. Huh. Well, hey, if anybody sees this and knows what this is, let's see. Why it's giving these. Why it's doing this. Reach out. Let me know what's up. I don't know what just happened over here. I just clicked a button or something and this happened. Anyway, so just looking at the chart, let me reset this, see what happens. Here we go. Try one more time. Okay, came out 1-to-1. Don't have any idea what happened right there, but here we are. Go down, spike. Again, so this wouldn't be considered intraday. This would be a long-term. This would be a long-term position. This just still doesn't seem accurate. In any case, I'll be looking to take profits somewhere up here. This says a 1-to-3. This doesn't look accurate, but these are along the lines of where I'd be looking to take some profits, if not sooner. So to do shorter term, maybe something stop loss down here and taking profits before these tops up here. But I'm waiting to see how it goes. Get another look out real quick. Then if y'all have anything that y'all want to look at, anything that you're in, maybe a project that you're thinking about getting into or something that you're already in. I remember I was looking at Pepe yesterday on the phone. The intraday was looking pretty decent. Then just leave a comment, holler, and we'll cover it on a call. So we did get our breakout here. We were looking at this here. Here's our channel again, breakout, retest, continuation. So now we are back at this support. Pepe, I've never done anything with Pepe. So just looking at this as a support, and I know it's kind of like a joke. I don't know if if anybody's done anything with Pepe or to have any utility, but we've seen with several coins that projects they don't have to have a utility to pump, obviously. So right here we got break on Pepe. When we do these, there's just ideas, to really do this right, you need to have fixed parameters, or at least for trading passively, mathematically, fixed parameters. I mean, fixed instrument, fixed time frame, fixed distance for SL, fixed entry, like definitively fixed to where it's very clear. And you've done your back testing, you've done your forward testing, you've done everything and gotten your numbers, and you have your setup, you have your instrument, you have your time frame, you have your average SL, your average take profit, however you do that, and you run this through, and you just run the numbers through over and over and over again. You can go through, several losses. It depends on your setup, depends on your risk management, but that's totally up to you. What we're doing inside the group is showing people how we're doing it. It doesn't mean that's the only way to do it, but to be consistent, you got to be consistent. It's kind of just one of those things. So Gala is one that have been looking at since for a while now. We actually got the breakout down here because it went below. It went to an all-time low. That was like big sign, right? Big sign. As we had this here for, pointed this out. That was a obvious, to me is obvious the obvious entry, but we've gone up quite a ways since then. See how far we are away. Because this one really took a major hit, and I mean, by hit, I mean it went down like really far, obviously. So look at this long pullback, if you want to call it a pullback. A large time scale is what it is. So we're still 2,500% down from the all-time high relatively. And coins like Rune, we've gone up quite a bit already. You know, this has been going off the charts. FTT also, but if y'all are not familiar with FTX scandal, Sam Bankman-Fried, then you know we were at $70 over here, and we plummeted to below $1. So, but recently we have shot back up to $6. FTM up quite a bit. Again, looking for things that are down here. Here's an inverse head and shoulders again. Shoulder, head, shoulder, break. And of course, a lot of this, the majority of what we're covering right now is going to depend on what Bitcoin's doing. And here we go with the thing again. So, not really sure what's going on there. So it's going to depend on Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin? Dogecoin is something else. So we've been looking at this and actually just got some Dogecoin. So we had hit all targets on this, and we cleared this out. So we can take a look. So we'll go out to the weekly real fast. You see we're still down really low. Or, you know, relatively low. This was a nice pullback. We got in down here at the bottom of the pullback. We are 685% down. Loki's been killing it. Shiba's still down. So maybe we'll see. And we have been kind of watching this. We hit a target on this from inside the group, from the Free Signals group. So this Adam and Eve did play out. We cut right here on the break. Right here. And we wicked the top up here. So it's still, though, on a large time scale. Clear this out. On a large time scale, Shiba looks like we might have just broke. Boy, it's right at it. So this is the point. Be looking for Shiba to break. And it's at 10 quad 0 102220. So it's kind of too close to call. Yeah, no, it didn't really break. If you got squint to see it, then we need to close up here like a definitive. Basically, see this candle close above this wick. I will consider that, you know, a clear break at quad 10630 for Shiba. You know, we break this structure, this resistance right here on SHIB. We might be able to get some more. You know, it's just really close. But, you know, one good thing about getting into, and again, not saying to get into anything, I'm just speaking in general, talking in general in here. This is just my outlook. You can have any outlook you want, you know, but looking at it this way, it looks like it may have. Would need to know some more on the fundamentals, like what's going on with Shiba. If y'all know what's going on with Shiba, if you have some insight on the fundamentals, then just holler, drop a comment. By the way, if you have any questions or anything, like I said, if there's something that you would like us to cover on a call, then drop a comment and we'll be sure to go over it. We got nice bullish divergence on Shiba. we can put some more parameters up real quick. You'll be looking for a break on the 4-hour. But, to do like a swing trading type scenario, I don't know why this is doing this, to be honest. It's kind of weird. I've had this happen maybe one other time. But anyways, let's do it manually. Do some calculating. So obviously I want this on the weekly. No one's going to trade on the weekly, I don't think. So to take profits in general, just from a technical sense, for a mathematical trader, you're just looking at levels and you're passive and you're not, that's the way we do it. So we want to take profits before these guys. Why? Because if the market was rejected here before, then there's a good chance that it would go again. So I want it somewhere around this area. If you want to reduce the stop loss, Shiba has been down for a while. You said to work the numbers. This looks like around a 1-to-1. So we're taking profits at around the 1-to-1, just before 1-to-1. So on first position, first position at a 1 to 0.90. And then again, just looking at these rejections here. Shiba is on the daily time frame. So this might be one that we might get in and just let it ride for a while. But again, looking at Bitcoin, let's look at H bar. H bar has been climbing and it's trending on Twitter. So we actually got this or put this out in the group, or was it in the Telegram? We do also have Telegram for signals, but we have free group for crypto signals. If you're wanting to get into the Telegram, then just drop a comment, holler if you're in the page or on the group. So we did down here. So this was a massive climb. It's gone up quite a bit. So from, way down here. So this was the last one. I don't know if you remember, we had this our descending wedge, boom, retest, double bottoms, and we had hit some more around here. But I'm just gonna do it for this one, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for now. We'll be dropping more in the group as we go about the weekend, today and then tomorrow. But that's gonna do it for now, you guys. This is VET. We're in the profit from VET from the free group, large time scale. That's gonna do it though, you guys. We will holler at you later. Leave a comment, send a message if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time. See ya.